On August 3, 2025, two police officers assigned to protect Kingsley Ikoro, the majority leader of the Ebony State House of Assembly, were ambushed and killed by gunmen. Here's what happened. The lawmakers' convoy was rolling through Okigwe when suddenly, a vehicle broke down. While the main group moved ahead, the two officers stayed behind with the stranded car. That's when the attackers struck, taking the lives of the officers in a brutal assault. Their bodies were later recovered and taken to a local mortuary. This isn't just a random act of violence. Okigwe is already known as a volatile region with a history of security incidents. The Imo State Police described the attack as heinous and have launched a full-scale manhunt. Tactical teams are now combing every forest and community in the area, determined to catch those responsible. Sadly, this isn't an isolated case. Just recently, another Ebony lawmakers' convoy was ambushed by over 60 gunmen in Ebony State. While the lawmakers survived, 2 police officers went missing and 3 were injured. These attacks are becoming all too common, painting a worrying picture of insecurity across Nigeria. As the search for answers continues, our thoughts are with the families of the fallen officers, and with everyone who risks their lives to keep others safe.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Today's date being 3rd of August 2025. Please, if you get this information, please help me and share it, so that if you have a brother or sister living in Okigwe, like this axis I'm going to show you now, I'm going to mention now. This axis like Ebletiti, Ako, Omolol, Ihube, all these places in Okigwe. Please, if you have a brother living there, please tell them Shupake, there's a very serious war going on in Okigwe right now. Please, this video I'm going to show you now, just watch and see how the war have been going on. And now, currently now, there's a good achievement from Biafran Liberation Army that have neutralized the Zeus terrorists. Comment, just watch this video, comment and share, please. Don't hesitate to comment. Don't hesitate to love your brother. Don't hesitate to support Biafran Liberation Army. Thank you, and God bless you.
Biafrans all over the world and lovers of freedom all over the world, we greet you all. Like we are announcing the ongoing war in Biafra land between the Biafran Liberation Army and the Nigerian Zoo terrorists. Today, the Biafran Liberation Army have succeeded in collecting 2 arms from the Nigerian terrorist force, and they cannot deny it, as the war is still going on in Okigwe and in the whole Biafra land. Like you are hearing the news of what is happening in Oso and in Owerri State. We are here happy to announce the victory of the men on ground, because today's war is a very nice one and it goes well because we have succeeded in neutralizing the zoo. And today is 3rd of August. The zoo are not going to deny it. Today we confronted them man to man, face to face, army to army, gun to gun, weapon to weapon. And their reinforcement is heavily coming, trooping in Okigwe. I want to use this opportunity to tell the people and the citizens of Okigwe to be very careful. You know, anytime we confront the zoo military in uniform, the only thing they have to do is to attack the innocent civilians. And we are happy, and we are not going to retreat, and we are not going to surrender. No matter how they prepare to come to attack us, we, the Biafran Liberation Army, we are going to resist them. We are going to defend our fatherland, and we are going to attack the zoo and make sure that all the zoo are gone in Biafra land. I greet you, my fellow and wonderful people of Biafra. I am happy to announce this great achievement, and I am still telling you that the war is going on. If you are coming in Okigwe, you better be careful and mind how you move in Okigwe as is.
Just in, Biafra Liberation Army assures peace in the east if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa are all released. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 3rd August 2025, and I have another video and important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. One of the commanders of the Biafra Liberation Army, Commander Gentle the Yahoo, has come out once again to make it public. Ndị kpọrọ nwefa ndị ọchịchị n'ala Igbo aka na ntị wee kwuosio that the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Nigeria government, in conjunction with those that call themselves political leaders in the East, must join hands together as they have been planning evil against the Igbo people and also plan how to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Finland should equally release the Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, if truly that the so-called politicians in the East and the federal government of the zoo want peace in the East. Now, we are going to dissect it a little bit. I said a little bit. Why I said a little bit is because there are so many things in this very video, and the video is a little bit long. So, we are not going to play the full video right now because this is going to be a pre-recorded broadcast, right? So this very evening, between 7 to 8 p.m. Biafran time, I will be live to dissect this not just the video, but the words of Commander Gentle, to dissect it and analyze it in full to the level that everybody will understand not just what he meant, but also what is going on in our land. So I'll be dissecting his word, not only dissecting his word, but also exposing the existential threat that is facing the Igbo race. As I'm speaking to you now, we are passing through existential threat. Our land is under siege and our lives are under threat. As long as you are an Igbo person, your life is under threat, especially those who are in Biafra land, those who are in the East, those who are living in the place they're called Southeast. Your life is under threat. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you are in the old Imo state or you are in Anambra state. Listen, I'm going to release the video for it to play. As in, I'm going to release the audio so that you hear what he's saying. But let me use this medium to tell us, wherever you are, be it in Imo, Anambra, Abia, Enugu, Ebonyi, some part of Rivers, some part of Delta, anywhere you are, in as much as you are an Igbo person, your life is under threat. Whether you want to accept it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, it doesn't matter whatever you believe. That is your personal opinion. But I'm telling you, as an Igbo person that you are, if you are in the East, your life is under threat. You may not know now, but by the time I will come live this evening and analyze it in full, you will understand what is facing us as Igbo. So, everybody must pay attention. Oh yeah, I made this night. Once I come out this night, we have a lot to discuss this very evening. So make sure that your notification bell is turned on, because this evening we are going to dissect a lot of things. Thank you, my people. Watch this very video, listen to what the commander has to say, and make it go viral.
Colonial masters to fight against Biafrans because of what we have. Ebeko, you said that you are fighting for freedom. You cannot kill army, you cannot kill police, you cannot. Why police, army, they are there killing your own people? They are there demolishing your own people. They are there destroying houses. Okay, I know, and it have come to reality. So you people have already planned a way to come and do as usual. You people have come again to set houses ablaze and pack some properties the way you people do. Criminals criminals that are calling people criminals, criminals that are calling the owners of the land criminals. I am a citizen. I am not a foreigner. I am a citizen, a bona fide son of Biafra, and I can never run for war. Gento can never run for war. They have come. I know. They have planned to run everywhere, to stay in every junction. Shame to you people. People think that I can be afraid of you people. I can never be. I must fight this fight to the end. I must fight this fight to the end. And I believe that onyo bona Jesu bia we put bidija, we put ija. Mwala Biafra mambanyere yazu. Mwala Biafra can never ever forget or forsake the person. I am one among the 100. I don't have much to say than to make international community, Finnish government to understand the kind of evil politicians that we have here in Southeast. Simon Ekpan did not do anything. Thank God. Since Simon Ekpan has been in detention, what has been happening? That is to tell that men on ground, we didn't see anybody. We didn't see any. In fact, all we believe is Biafra. All we believe is Biafra. It's better that you people releasing Nnamdi Kanu and release Simon Ekpan. Let Southeast be calm. It's a promise and it's a vow. I vow. You can never you can never quench light, fire. You can never quench fire with fuel. There's no way you can quench fire with fuel. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu, release Simon Ekpan. Only but 2 minutes, even 2 seconds. 2 minutes is even too much. 2 seconds, everywhere will be calm in Biafra land. You can't still be holding Biafrans and you will be telling them not to talk, not to speak out. You can't still be carrying Biafran at their back of their mother and you'll be fucking their mother from their back. No, it's impossible. It can never happen. Lie. I strongly believe one thing must kill a nigger, and every living soul is owing death or life. That is one thing I believe, and we must fight this fight to the end. Thank God it has been a long time that we have been telling the world that it's a very big and a very big fight that has been going on in Biafra land, but it has made known to all the whole world. I am so much happy for that. So Ebeko, stop moving around, stop ranting around, stop propagandering with my name. I warned you. The same way you was doing with Butozo's name. Now you have turned to gentle. You have now turned to gentle. Ebeko, be warned. Ebeko, be warned. Ebeko, madada anyon shebi ruro kayo gono. Madada etiaka ebonye kayano. Ebeko, be warned. Be very careful with me and be warned. Ile kike with Fulani jihadis. Ile kike with Fulani on uniform. Ile kike with invaders on your own land. You are labeling your people, rebelling your people, thinking that tomorrow your enemy will have trust on you. That is why you are very stupid, and that's why you must be stupid. They give you a little money from our own money, from Egomolagabuo. They gave you money from Egomolagabuo, and you are serious labeling your brothers, labeling your own people. Then tomorrow, after killing your own people, after destroying your own people's properties and stealing from their houses, you will be thinking that the same enemy that gives you money for you to fight for your people will now accept you. We now have free mind. Somebody that have mind to label his own people. It's impossible. It can never happen. So Ebeko, leave Janto all alone. I know it has been a long time you want me to promote you. You want the people to hear your name. They have heard your name, okay? So leave me all alone. I did not do anything to you. I must go around Biafra land. By the time I go around Biafra land, I must land in Okigwe. And whenever I land in Okigwe, I will let you, I by myself will let you know that I am now, I have come down to Okigwe. I am not hiding myself. Ebeko, be warned. Leave Biafrans all alone. If you are saying that you are fighting for Biafra, fight the way you are fighting. Understand? I myself, I believe, and me and my master, with all the rest of the commanders, we believe in 40th state of Biafra. We believe that the kingdom of God suffered violence, and it is only the violence that can take it by fire by force. Be warned. I can never speak and mention your name again, because you know reach. Be warned. Uchegedea.
Breaking news. Musa indicted as Nigeria governor exposes army involvement in terrorism and recent massacre. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 28th of July 2025, and I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. I want this very news to go straight to those that matter, especially those that matter in Finland. This is one of the biggest news in 2025 as long as Nigeria is concerned. I want those that matter most in Finland. I know why I'm saying Finland, because I'm not here to talk about United Nations or to talk about America or Britain, because they can't do anything. They can't do anything. That is the reality. America cannot do anything about this. United Nations cannot do anything about this. Neither should anybody expect Britain to do anything concerning this very development. So the reason why it is imperative that Finland get to understand what is going on is because they are holding Mazi Simon Ekpa, who has been exposing and dealing with all these issues, and never allow this kind of a thing to happen in Biafra land. Musa is the chief of defense staff of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Nigerian military, or should I say Nigerian armed forces. So, and he is the same man who has been accusing Mazi Simon Ekpa of committing terrorism. And now, a top governor, a sitting governor of Plateau state. I want Finland to get it right. There's a state in North Central called Plateau State. You can see it here. I want you to type it in your own Google that you may get it right. Plateau is a state in Nigeria and it has a governor. So a sitting governor is the one who is telling us that the recent massacre that claimed the lives of 27 indigents, 27 citizens from Plateau State happened very close to the military checkpoint. Of course, you know what that means. So without further ado, let us read the news in details. And according to the headline from Vanguard Nigeria, they said, Plateau massacre happened near military checkpoint. State government alleges. State government cannot allege. Whenever you see Nigerian newspaper using this word, alleges, they are using this word because they do not want to offend those who are paying them. There is something like allege. In Nigeria is structured that the state governor is always the chief security officer of the state that he governs. So when they come out with full chest to tell you that the Plateau massacre, the recent massacre that took place, happened near military checkpoint, you are here saying Plateau government alleges. How dare you use that word alleges? You can say Plateau government confirms, or Plateau governor confirms, or Plateau government stated. You see, than saying allege. How do they allege? Why are they alleging? When they are the chief security, or should I say the governor is the chief security officer of the state. So you must choose your words. You must know anywhere you cannot advise those who have soiled their hands in evil. So please, let us continue reading. Plateau state government has expressed frustration over the failure of the Nigerian military to respond effectively to a deadly attack in Bindi Jebu village, Tahus district of Riyom local government area of the state, where over 20 villagers were unalived on last Tuesday. It was not 20, they were 27. That was the official number given by the Plateau government. 27 citizens, not 20. Now, the attack, which allegedly occurred just 200 meters from a military checkpoint, has sparked public outrage and renewed calls for accountability in security operations across the state. Now today, this thing done they happen today. Even in Biafran land, a Methodist prelate was kidnapped in Umunnochi a couple of years ago in the front of military officers. In the front of the army, a prelate, a Methodist prelate, was kidnapped at the front of the military, not near military checkpoint, no, at the front of the army officers, where they mount checkpoint at their front, where they are there watching. Fulani terrorists stopped a vehicle en route to Enugu and kidnapped all the passengers, including the driver, and took them to the bush, which the prelate confessed. The video is in the public. And he was threatened by the military for stating the obvious. Mad people everywhere. Now, in an interview on Channels Television's The Morning Brief and on TVC, both done on Friday, the State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Sťøřm, led bare the government's disappointment at what it alluded to as the military's inability or unwillingness to act despite their strategic location near the scene of killings. This is not a hidden community. What we would say is inaccessible. The checkpoint is barely 200 meters from where the incident happened. It is baffling that such an atrocity could be carried out without a single arrest or any confrontation, Remnant said. This is from the government, an official statement of the Plateau state government. That is what we are reading, so not an individual, not just an individual saying. No, this is an official statement from the Plateau state government concerning the incident that took the lives of 27 citizens. Unbelievable. Now, the attack allegedly carried out by armed herdsmen and Fulani herdsmen, always call their names in full, now left a trail of devastation as homes were razed, farmlands destroyed, and entire families wiped out. Chai! Alo neme. Alo kalo neme, my people. And the so-called government of the zoo, the federal government, has nothing to say about this. No statement, not whatsoever. Nothing. While local resistance reportedly held off one group of attackers, another group infiltrated the area near a church where residents had taken refuge, resulting in the highest number of casualties. And remember one thing, that whenever the government gives you an official number of people that have been unalived, you have to multiply it at least times 3, at least, at bare minimum times 3 for you to get the actual number. You have to make it 3 times, because out of embarrassment and shame, they will never give you the actual number of the people that were unalived. They will never give you the actual number. Now they continued. Remnant emphasized that the community expected help that never came, saying if you are that close and you engage them closely like that, you should be able to identify the route they used to escape and implement measures to intercept them. But so far, no arrests have been made. Because Musa is on top of the game. The Fulani controlled army of the zoo is ahead of the game. Therefore, nobody is expecting any form of arrest, because Nigerian army is a terrorist organization. Oh yes, I hit my chest to say that Nigerian Janjaweed army is a terrorist organization. Make no mistake. And those who came for this operation were protected by the official Nigerian army. All the arms and ammunition they used were given to them by the Nigerian army. If not, tell me, where did they get AK-47 from? AK-47 is not what you buy in the market. Where did they get it from? All the ammunitions they are using, where do they get it from? RPGs, where do they say they came from Senegambia, they came from Fotagalo, they came from Mali. Did they cross Nigerian border with those assault rifles, those weapons? Did they cross Nigerian borders with those weapons? This is very simple mathematics. But unfortunately, the world is aware. United Nations are aware. Britain is aware. America is aware. This America is aware of what is happening. They know. Everybody knows that the Zoo Janjaweed Army is a terrorist organization, and they are the ones sponsoring Fulani terrorism to take over Nigeria, because Nigerian army, even the emblem, the logo, is an Islamic emblem. So they know what they are doing. They know exactly what they are doing. It's a game. And don't forget that the Zoo Janjaweed Army is controlled by Fulani politicians, Fulani top politicians, starting from Sultan of Sokoto. So we all know this because it's in the public. Now, the commissioner confirmed that Governor Caleb Mutfwang had called for immediate investigations and demand at least some arrests be made to send a strong message that such impunity will not be tolerated. It has already been tolerated. This is not the first time there is massacre in Plateau State. Why are you people making it sound as if this is the first time? Or because this one now you are beginning to confirm and confess that this one is being carried out by Nigerian army? Is that why you are raging? Is that why you are now running to the social media to speak? We all know this thing long ago. It's just that it's a pity that you people claim to be leaders, but you don't know. Or you know, but you don't want to speak. So we are here to help you because we are speaking. We are not here to generalize or accuse the entire Nigerian army. You must accuse the entire Nigerian army. This is the problem. Because they know the truth, but they don't want to say it. The same way they knew that Muhammadu Buhari died since 2017 and buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia, yet they kept mum. They allowed the cabals, Fulani cabals in Asorok, to bring somebody from outside the zoo and wore him a mask to pretend like Buhari. And they all knew. That's why the zoo is crumbling in their own eyes today. Because they know the truth, but they refuse to say it. Now they say, we recognize that there are gallant officers, even within Plateau State, doing their best. But clearly, there are some bad eggs whose actions or inactions are costing innocent lives, she noted. Is it my... now, Ikusigo now, what else are you going to do? Those so-called bad eggs are still there. Simply come out and say that the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army is a terrorist organization. Police is a terrorist organization as long as the Zoo Nigeria is concerned. She further revealed that the attackers approached the village from 3 directions. One of the groups was repelled by local resistance. Unfortunately, the group that reached the area near the church where villagers were hiding inflicted the most damage, she explained. Ifugoyan, another group went through the other side and of course massacred people inside the church. You have to reflect on that. Another group, why the first group was repelled or confronted by the local vigilante groups. Another group went through the other side, another entrance to the village. And the first place they targeted was the church. And they massacred almost everybody who were taking refuge inside the church. Abomination. And the United Nations is mum. Am I talking about United Nations when the Nigerian government is mum? Nigerian government is keeping quiet. What do you expect the United Nations to do? What do you expect America to do when the government, Nigerian government, federal government of the zoo is keeping quiet? Mad people everywhere. Ramnap shared the story of a local pastor who, fearing for his life, fled his home, stating, the pastor said he could not wait to be slaughtered. He left, his wife followed him, and in his own house, 6 people were unalived in his own house. What do you call that? What can you call that? In his own house, 6 people were unalived. Wow. Wow. Who knows how that man is feeling now? Who knows how that man is feeling now? Who knows? Chai! The Plateau state government has called the attack unprovoked and despicable, pointing out that beyond the unalivings, the attackers also set farmlands ablaze, further deepening the humanitarian crisis in the region. The commissioner echoed Governor Mutfang's description of the recurring attacks as a form of genocide against indigenous communities in Plateau State. This is not just about property or politics. Lives are being lost regularly, and entire communities are being displaced. We can't afford to downplay this anymore, Ramnap stressed. I don't have any other thing to say. I cannot add nor subtract. I want the Finnish authority to see what Mazi Simon Ekpa has been fighting to stop or to never allow to happen in Biafra land. Thank you, my people. To salo numozia and make it go viral.